If you're selling supplements or nootropics through wellness influencers, one wrong claim and you're going to be facing a tremendous amount of fines, platform bans, or even worse. Here's how a brand like Peak Pulse runs 10 plus creator campaigns legally, no lawyers on speed dial required. So now Health Canada, FTC, and the Competition Act had gotten much tighter in 2026. Most brands that are in the wellness space are starting to skip influencers entirely or praying their creators don't say something that gets them banned. In this video, I'm going to show you a 5-step system that you can use to promote tricky products safely: legal mapping, creator vetting, bulletproof briefs, approval workflow, and risk-free launch that we've used throughout all of our campaigns, which have allowed us to promote every single campaign safe. Now, step 1, you want to map what's allowed before you brief creators. Peak Pulse sells a natural energy booster. What's allowed is it supports daily energy. You can say something like that. Now, what's banned is if you say boosts metabolism by 300% or replaces coffee without jitters. Now, those are two things that you wouldn't really know how to distinguish unless you had a guide from the FTC that clearly breaks down what would be allowed and what's not allowed. A simple thing you can do is go in ChatGPT, take the guidelines, pull them all in, and say which parts of my product does this comply with, and which ones should be revised. Another example phrasing: this fits in with my morning routine versus this changed my life. The latter will get you lawsuits. The former will let you sleep at night. So make sure you're using ChatGPT through your creative brief alongside the rules, and it'll point out any discrepancies. You can also include your product features in bullet point, and it'll actually cross-reference which product features have a high risk chance, which ones have a medium risk chance, and a low risk chance. Comment down below risk to actually get this same AI prompt. Comment down below risk to get the same AI prompt that I used when feeding in ChatGPT, when putting these prompts into ChatGPT. Now, the second is don't pick random creators. Pick targeted creators who have done compliant work in the past. The simplest way to do this is by looking at their past product sponsorships and see if they've worked with any products that are not compliant, and see if they've worked with any products that were on the edge between being compliant and being a little bit shady. So the simplest question you can do is ask them, have you worked with any supplement, nootropics, or health-altering companies? This will more or less give you the direct information, but you can always go through the creators and find them yourself. If you see someone with absolutely zero hashtag ad usage or sketchy claims in the past, you might want to stray away from them, because your chance of getting someone who really knows how to work with the creative briefs might be a bit tricky. Now, if you see someone that has completely hashtag zero, now if you see someone with hashtag ad usage, Now, if you see someone with completely zero hashtag ad usage, or they don't have this past experience, you want to be more detailed in your creative brief, so that way the creator knows what to do and it's not ambiguous. We did with Peak Pulse. With Peak Pulse, we found 15 solid creators this way without getting into any fines. Now, the next thing you want to do is make sure compliance starts from the creator brief. For example, with Peak Pulse, we had this following brief: one IG reel between 15 to 30 seconds long, show product in your routine, and say exactly, Peak Pulse supports my daily energy, hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag Peak Pulse partner. Now, then from there, we give them a list of different instructions they can use, different value propositions that they can emphasize of a product, and most importantly, what not to say. Now, after that, we actually get the creator to give us a brief script of talking points that they will include in the video, so that way we can review it and give the final approval. This avoids any headaches of having to remake any videos that have already been filmed. Now, make sure that as soon as it's live, the creator gives you a text so you can check to make sure the disclosure is clearly visible, the tracking links are properly attached, and everything that you're saying in the video is fine for the public and will not get you sued. Now, if anyone does end up posting something that seems to be flagged, and what you can do is actually have a list of different keywords and have ChatGPT recommend you a bunch of different checklist items that may mean your product has a high chance of getting flagged. Cross-reference this list with what the creator had said. You can simply copy and paste the transcript. You'll have a pretty good idea if there's any parts that the creator should change or remove. Now, this system let Peak Pulse run 10 creators per month for free without getting into any legal compliance, even though they sell a wellness product on the gray line. If you like the one-page template that we use with the contract clause and all that, just comment down below page and we'll send it your way.